because we did it for free. But especially free doing business with him.
Time goes These are the nephews now, Richard. Where are your pretty jams?
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. If you're out in the open areas or whatever, come on in. It's time to start the show. My name is Josh. It is an honor to be here. Not only just here, but in Portland. I've never been here before, and I have to say, I have to drink. The people of Portland and the people at the expo have been so welcoming and so generous and so effusive. I haven't been to one of these shows in decades and decades, and this was really touching and good for the ego. Of course, we're all here for Roberta, and yeah. We'll talk more a little about Roberta later, but I think what we should do first is we should go around the room and everyone should introduce themselves. Actually, what I wanted to do was something I really haven't done in a long, long time, like since the last time I was at Sierra. These are condoms.
Just my size.
Mine too. That's why. Do you need any? I have lots. All right? All right. I know I can do this because I've rehearsed.
What's rehearsing?
There, see? What's rehearsing? Oh, isn't it nice when the band says, "What's rehearsing?" That's a really good sign. Choreography. Now, I don't know who to give this to, but I want to give it to someone. This is a very useful skill, breaks the ice at parties. I make them on planes for the kids. And this is my favorite balloon sculpture. I know hundreds. I haven't done any of them in about 25 years, but I remember this one. All right, this is your standard balloon dog head. This is your standard poodle head. Like that. And the last time I did this was at Sierra Online in the 90s. All right. We're supposed to face each other. Okay. That's next. That's a lot of balloons. The room. Everyone should know how to do this. All right. There we go. And a little curve to the back. Like that. There we go. All right. Thank you. It's like falling off a bicycle. You never forget how. Anyway, you didn't come here to see balloon animals, and you didn't come here really to listen to me. Although you've been really nice. And I'll check in with you again during the show, but right now I'd like to bring up, I'm on meds. This is why my mouth gets so dry. I want to bring up Roberta's sibling, Ames. He wants to talk a little bit about Roberta. I had never met Ames before yesterday, but I'd seen him online and we talked a lot, and I love him. Oh.
Hi. Love you too, Josh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ames Vaughan.
Hey,
This is for you.
oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, all. Oh, my gosh. Thank you all so much for being here today. My name's Ames, and if it's not clear, we're here jamming today thanks to the efforts of my sister, Roberta Vaughan. I wasn't planning on saying anything tonight, but if Josh Mandel were to ask you to say a few words about your favorite person in the world, I doubt you'd turn him down either. So, here I am. Some of you might know who Roberta is. I'm assuming most of you or all of you do. But if you're not super plugged into the adventure game community, like if people on the stream are just wondering, you might not know who she was, because she always avoided the spotlight and just wanted to lift others up over herself. That was the kind of person she was. She was one of the most kind, persevering, and charismatic people I've ever met in my life. And her cooking was so good that she could have easily opened a restaurant. Her ability to bring people together for any reason was unparalleled. And I love seeing the echoes of her love in every person that she touched with her words, her food, her gifts, and her work. We grew up on all kinds of games. Sierra games were especially among her favorites. I woke up one day a couple of years ago and realized suddenly that the folks in the company that collapsed years ago to Chainsaw Monday, or maybe balloon animals having sex, they were being brought back together by Roberta. Many folks put aside all their past pains and found community in one another again, thanks to her love and labor. And we're all here tonight to repay that love and give one hell of a show. So it's gonna kick ass, to be frank. And so this time, Berta, soup's on. And you don't have to be the one who's cooking. Thanks.
Hello.
It's all downhill from here.
I know, right? Welcome to war-torn hellhole Portland. I want to introduce the band, Error 47, the band that never played together before you saw them. Oh man. From war-torn hellhole Chicago, John on guitar. From war-torn hellhole Austin, Jackie on vocals. From that cold hellhole Denmark, is it cold? Fred on keyboards. From Spokane, a war-torn hellhole, if ever there was one. Eric on violin and keyboard. Melbourne, Mick on bass. War-torn hellhole. War-torn hellhole Portland, we've got Sarah on vocals. And Sean, our manager. Are you around, Sean? There he is. Oh, yeah. And from Denmark, we got war-torn hellhole Trolls on drums. You guys, there's a lot of love in this room, and we know how that love got here. Because we were around playing those games when people like Ron Gilbert and Brian Moriarty and Laurie and Corey Cole and Graham Devine and Rob Landeros and all these great game designers were putting their love and their care and their attention into these games, and we ended up with that love and we ended up with that beauty and that joy. And what I learned about Roberta is that what she did, the magic of what she did, I got this right from Ames, is that she would open up her heart, and this is something you can do right now, open up her heart, let somebody in and find a reason to love them. And I would like you to do that. That's our mission. That's what I want to dedicate this gig to. So it can be someone you know. It can be somebody you don't know. It can be a tree. It can be a community. But open up your heart, let somebody in, and we're gonna do the fat man's prayer right now. So when I say God, you don't have to say God. You can say Ron Gilbert. And when I say all of creation, you don't have to say creation. You can say the internet or the gaming community or something like that. But it goes like this. May the unbounded joy that comes from God's love flow through me to all of creation. Like the chain lightning attack in Warcraft 3. Come on! The Ghost of Bo! Order 47, baby.
Everyone ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Come, play the shell game with the madman.
Para hasta los
And you can win this prize.
manitas
Or you can try for something better. You decide.
Why don't you bet it all on 7? Your guess could be as good as mine. Or you can try for something better. You decide.
Should be doing stuff. Put it off until the final hour. I should be doing stuff, but I'd rather put it off until the final hour.
Hello, you've reached the madman and me. There's no one in the house right now, but you know what to do, don't you?
And set your sights on him. And there's no better time than now. Everybody walks away a winner.
little puzzle. I'll be right back.
This one's dangerous. It's a chess puzzle.
Save your game. Right now.
You ready, mate?
Ready?
You put it up.
Let's fucking do this.
Let's do it.
So before we get into the next song, I want to say a couple things as well. First off, when we were doing introductions, we went ahead and introduced people from Denmark and Australia and Denmark and the US and Denmark. But we seem to overlook the fact that there are two people on the stage right now who are not members, or more, at least two, who are not members of Area 47. There will be more later. But first and foremost, hiding back in the corner over here, we have the legend himself, Neal Grandstaff.
My guitar teacher.
And of course, next to me in the beautiful hat, the one, the only George, the Fat Man Sanger. And everything that you've heard so far tonight was all original music George wrote for the 7th Guest and the 11th Hour back in the 90s. We put a little stank on it, did something different, and he seems to like it, so he wanted to join us.
And it's never been performed before.
But,
This is it.
but speaking of things that have never been performed before, we're like doubling up on that with the next song, because there was one track from the 11th hour that never got completed. It ended up being, I guess, partially used, the instrumental for a train puzzle, but you had written lyrics for it, you had a whole song ready to go, and it never got completed. But when we were working on this album, Soup's On, he dug up the old sheets and gave us some words.
No, Jackie, I only started writing the lyrics way back when, and I wrote these words for you.
Even better. So this song is technically an original then, given to us by the man himself. And it is based on the old Bob Vila TV show. It is called This Old House.
Let's take the time to tackle a teaser. Let's step outside a certain gate. To just remember who to be here. Not your name. Not your name. Not running back, not stumbling forward.
The time find out what's inside.
Not getting carried off by time. Not swept away in all the slime. Hypnotized by some old house. This old house still can't freak me out. I'm back where I'm beguiled and broken. Make it stop. Take it from the top. My mind is not myself. It's not the thing I thought. I gotta start again.
Rocky on voice, man.
I'm just happy to be here, guys.
Baby. I think you guys know this one. If you know the game.
We good?
Yeah.
If they finished the game, they've heard it.
Neil, will you play with me on this one? Yeah, okay.
Senor Muerte. Ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's muerte.
I can't take a breath without seeing Mr. Death. Oh, I can't take a step, I can't make a move, I can't sink a salt, I can't sing a song with a minimal groove. I can't get away from the singular fact. Well, I can't take a breath without seeing Mr. Death. I can't take a bath. Mr. Death is washing my back. I can't do the disco. Mr. Death will dance on my foot. I can't sing the rest. Well, I can't take a breath without seeing Mr. Death. But I can see Mr. Death if I don't take that breath. Well, I can't find my car keys. Better ask Mr. Death, and I get so lonely. We have a game of chess. I can't take a breath. I can't take a breath. I can't take a breath. I can't take a breath without seeing Mr. Sing the rest.
Error 47, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between.
Well, I counted about 47 of them.
Hey, do a beetle bow. It goes like this. Well, I guess we're going to take a little break and we're going to come back with a different kind of set. We'll see you then. Thank you.
Let's have another round of applause for Error 47, please. Keep it going. And for George Sanger and Neal Grandstaff. for Josh. It's probably me. It's anthrax. Not my line.
Here for Josh Mandel.
The last time I saw Neil was 1994. We were sitting in the studio, and you were composing the music for Mr. Soylent.
Mr. Soylent.
Yeah, that served me well.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not that old. You're sure I'm not.
You're the only, aside from Trolls, you're the only musician who was allowed to sit during the show, and that's because of your respectable age.
Advanced age.
For anyone who doesn't know, Error 47 refers to a common Windows device manager error. And coincidentally, Device Manager is going to be here next week playing. I didn't want to go any further without spending a little bit of time talking about Roberta Vaughan. And yes, and I want to tell you my own personal favorite Roberta story. And I'm sorry if some of you have heard this before, but so be it. Roberta told me about a project that a fellow named David Youngers was creating. He's in Great Britain, I think, and he's doing a game called Foolish Mortals, which will be out soon, a point-and-click adventure game, of course. Yes, if you haven't seen it or anything, you should Google it. It looks fantastic. It's funny. It's very Sierra and LucasArts oriented. And David and I talked about my perhaps writing on the game. And I told him how much it would cost to have me work on the game. And I gave him a very low figure. And he said, I really have no budget for a writer, but it would have been nice. And I said, yes, it would have been nice. And Roberta heard about this. And a day or two later, David contacted me and he said, I found the money. I have the budget. And so I worked on the game for a while, and I think at least one line I wrote is still in the game, which is a huge success for me. That's how you start. And much later on, I mean, it was just this year that I found out that Roberta was paying David so that David could hire me. She was paying for it out of her own pocket. And my understanding is this is not at all the first time she's done this. She does this for quite a few games just because she's so tied into creating friendships and bonds and collaborations. And I was incredibly touched and horrified. She had assumed the cost herself, but that was Roberta. It was really amazing. Anyway, there's a few more people who want to pay tribute to Roberta. One of them is my good friend Robert Holmes, and I think he's joining us electronically. And so without further ado, everyone, Robert Holmes. Yeah, but you know, that was people. Yeah, that's a private. Okay, I'm sorry.
Thanks for saving our set.
Hi, I'm Robert Holmes. I'm sorry I can't be there tonight, but I wanted to try and create some music that might express some of the light and the leadership that Roberta gave our community and touched all our lives with. She was so special, and it was just such a gift to have her as a part of our journey. So along with my talented pals, Roger Hooper on piano, and ambient artist and videographer George Napier, we put together this piece, which we hope you'll see some of Roberta in. We love you, Roberta. Thank you.
Josh, you're up.
Hi, this is Robert,
In Raleigh.
and we're sorry we can't be there with you guys to celebrate the wonderful Roberta, but we wanted to share what we understand was one of her favorite Scarlet Furies tunes, a tune called Safe in Arms. We're sending all of you our love and more love to Roberta.
Brightened eyes, my secrets lie not far away. His medals and his badges are all dull by day. Many have I an answered plea. My general now I'll often see. He comes at dawn out on the lawn in quiet steps, with darkened eyes and wounds that bled, have pillow for his weary head. He lays his body down to rest among the dogs and gathered nest, because he's safe in arms now. What luck have I that I should see? Safe in arms now. My bloody boy returned to me from Jericho back home to me. He sleeps so deep, so still at peace, in quiet thoughts. No frightful dreams of battles wrought that shake his trust. I hope that he is dreaming of better days. The morning fog and waking sun have healing ways. I'll let him sleep and soundly lay a monument to him, I pray, because he's safe in arms now. What luck have I that I should see? Safe in arms now. My bloody boy returned to me
Thank you, Robert. Raleigh.
Heather and Roberta were down just playing, and I said, well, it's time to cook you guys some supper. So I said, what do you want? How about hamburgers? Oh, yeah, we like hamburgers. And so I said, okay. So the hamburgers, of course, were frozen in the freezer. And Dad, through caution to the wind, was trying to pry frozen hamburgers apart with a big butcher knife. And so as I was doing it, I went, boop, and I still have the scar. The black one went in this finger and out to the side. And so I got my finger like this. I'm bleeding all over the kitchen, and Roberta, help! Because I needed her to call my neighbor because I couldn't use a phone to take me to the emergency room. And so Heather and Roberta ran upstairs, and here I'm bleeding all over the kitchen. And Roberta goes like this. I'm not falling for this, Dad. But she knows. She thought I was gaming her.
Roberta was a bright light in the adventure game community, whose passion for Sierra games and FMV experiences brought countless people together. Her kindness, humor, and boundless enthusiasm created friendships and memories that will continue to inspire everyone who was lucky enough to know her.
Roberta was an extraordinary person, blessed with remarkable intelligence, a keen sense of humor, and exceptional kindness.
You always made me feel welcome in your family, even when I knew you were struggling. You may be untethered from this place, but your spirit will live on in the memories you have left. We love you. Rest easy.
Roberta really did love people as much as she said. It's hard, I think, sometimes for us to accept that when somebody is so kind and so effusive and so complimentary and so loving. It's hard for us to believe that, but she was the real deal. She actually meant it. She loved us. She gave us all a piece of her heart, and we're all better for it.
She confessed to me that she was secretly plotting to create a new Sierra Online out of all the hundreds of game developers she'd become friends with. You know, an evil plan to bring people together.
She is someone I want to aspire to be, a person who brings positivity in the lives of others. She will be missed.
Betty was a beautifully unique soul who needed somewhere to belong, so she built her own community.
If it was not for her, I'd never have found this place. I'd never have found quite literally 75% of my friends list and the people I talk to daily. I'd have not made so many wonderful friends with the love for the same games and nerdiness I have.
She always encouraged me throughout my journey. She fought for me. She believed in me. She helped me a lot.
I don't know what comes after this life, but I really hope I get to see you again one day. Until then, I will treasure your memories, always.
I was glad to have known you digitally. It made me smile to see another fan, and I never stopped smiling. Hope you're smiling down on us too.
Have a good trip to the ever after, and if you can, let us know how it looks.
I am so proud to have known her, to call her my dear friend, and to have shared some of our time together with love and light as only she could. Love you.
Roberta was not most people. She found her wings and she flew far and wide in spite of it all. She traveled the world, she met her heroes, and she became their trusted friend and collaborator. She created new communities and fostered new art. She touched the heart of every person she met. No matter what happened to her, Roberta kept coming back to her purpose and her love of art and her people.
If it wasn't for Roberta, most of us would probably not even know each other. We will always be indebted, and she will never be forgotten.
Their youth, pixels danced across their screens. Adventure heroes filled their dreams. Searching for clues and solving mysteries, remembered forever.
Then they grew and found others who played too, communities anew. Some rose to foster this new family, but one so much brighter.
Gone but not forgotten. You were taken way too soon, but what you left behind still blooms, shining like the moon. Gone but not forgotten. Pulled away the we're apart. You still linger in our hearts, cherished from afar.
Long ago, game creators worked their craft, put in their hearts, held nothing back. They feared their work was lost to the past, forgotten forever. Through the years, game creators were surprised the art they made had been revived. Fans had curated what they'd loved and prized to pass on forever.
Gone but not forgotten. You were taken way too soon, but what you left behind still blooms, shining like the moon. Gone but not forgotten. Pulled away the we're apart. You still linger in our hearts, cherished from afar. Gone but not forgotten. You were taken way too soon, but what you left behind still blooms, shining like the moon. Gone but not forgotten. Pulled away the we're apart. You still linger in our hearts, cherished from afar. Gone but not forgotten.
Okay, keep it going. Let's have more. Bring it up. Bring it on. Bring on the love. It's now my pleasure to introduce Mark and Debbie Seibert, my old friends from Sierra. You all know him, and it's a pleasure to see him again after so many decades. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark and Debbie Seibert.
Thank you, Neil, for letting me borrow your guitar.
No problem, my brother. Anytime.
And let me know if I can just maybe borrow it and take it home. Because this thing is sweet, let me tell you.
I might be disappointed.
So when we got the news that we had lost Roberta, we also received news that Ames had written some lyrics to one of her favorite songs from Quest for Glory, and we'd like to sing that for you.
Roberta Vaughan, you're my hero. You'll always be here, right here with me, 'cause you did that for me. I'm glad I see the love you gave to me. Roberta Vaughan, you can rest now. I feel like you are still there. Please hear my prayer. I will carry you. Roberta Vaughan, please hold on, wait for me. I know you'll be soon back beside me. Roberta Vaughan, please hold on, wait for me. I know you'll be soon back with me. Roberta Vaughan, you're my hero. I'll live my life merrily so you can see where your love will go. Roberta Vaughan, don't wanna miss you. I want to see us get old as we grow bold and rebuild our lives. Roberta Vaughan, please hold on, wait for me. I know you'll be soon back beside me. Roberta Vaughan, please hold on, wait for me. I know you'll be soon back with me.
Before, oh, do you, more? Oh, no. Oh, okay, all right, good. I haven't memorized the running order the way I should. My fault. I want to thank everyone who, just now who had musical tributes to Roberta. We had Robert and Raleigh, Holmes. Applause for them, please. And we had Mark and Debbie Seibert, and my dear, dear friend, Ken Allen, who would, God, I love Ken, and love you. he did the music after Sierra was gone. He did the music for a game, a little game that I did at Legend Entertainment called Callahan's Crosstown Saloon, and thank you. You must be the people that bought it. Anyway, he did a fantastic job, and I have always regretted the fact that the author of the original books, Spider Robinson, wrote 4 songs that he sang actually in the game, and as a result, Ken's brilliant musical number that introduced the game at the very top got cut. And I feel guilty about that, but I'm sure he's used to it because he worked at Sierra. So anyway, I want to introduce the next set. This is a variety set, songs from from games and elsewhere, and it's going to go all over the place, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun. So ladies and gentlemen, the variety set.
All right, who wants to hear some dumb shit? We got some of that.
Archaeologist and keep his artifacts long. I travel with him through jungles and deserts, whether however it's song. If they want me to, I'll throw a dig on various small and catch a thing. I want a million archaeologists. What a marvelous kid. Mommy would love him and daddy too. We'd be famous and well-to-do. I want a million archaeologists.
Okay, this thing, I cannot believe that we're going to do this one. Oh my God.
Either, George.
No! No, I'm not ready!
Not ready?
Okay, okay.
How about now?
Now. Creatures, we're very pleased to meet you, senores y senoritas too. The animals we feature, you know would never eat you.
Well, things are very sweet to you.
Welcome to the zoo, zoo, with the kangaroos, and the tigers too. Welcome to the zoo. So social self-reliance, come in and see our clients, but don't look at the giant yaks. You learn about the lions, advertising tie-ins, and maybe learn some science facts. Moose, moose. So wipe off your windshield so you can see the elephant, the monkey, and the chimpanzee. Canaries and carrots, the bears are all hairy. Cheetahs, cicadas, gorillas and gators. The emu and the llama, very similar to the commissary. Turtles and the tortoises, dolphins and the porpoises. Spike flies and these blues. Welcome to the zoo. Wipe off your windshield so you can see the elephant, the monkey, and the chimpanzee. Canaries, pecaries, bears are all hairy. Cheetahs, cicadas, gorillas and gators. The emu and the llama, very similar to the dromedary turtles and the tortoises. Dolphins and porpoises, mouse, louse, goose, moose. Welcome to the Super Zoo. Wipe off the windshield so you can see the elephant, the monkey, and the chimpanzee. Canaries, pecaries, the bears are all hairy. Cheetahs, cicadas, gorillas and gators. The emu and the llama, very similar to the dromedary turtles and the tortoises and the dolphins. Spice, spice, good, good, welcome to the zoo. That's it.
There's one you might know.
Hi. My name is Sarah, and Roberta was a good friend of mine and a good friend of a lot of yours I know too. And a couple of years ago, a bunch of us got together and made her an album of songs that we just basically put together just for her. It was subsequently re-released as Meet the Pixels, but there was one song on that one that wasn't included from the original. It was a song for Roberta Vaughan, and we wrote it for her because we loved her so much. And I'm going to see if I can remember all the words and see how many Sierra Easter eggs you can hear in it, in the words that I remember that come out of my mouth. So there are a lot. Josh Mandel wrote those lyrics.
Realistically, you might be able to easier to name the things Josh Mandel didn't write.
And didn't get credit for.
Yeah. Well, we give him credit for that one.
Well, hello Portland, hello YouTube, hello Twitch. How you doing tonight? My name's Ken Allen. I wrote music for a bunch of the games that you probably played as kids. Before I get started, though, I want to tell a story that I told earlier today. When I was in college, one of the many, many jobs that I had, I was employed to work at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, which is part of NASA. And the job I had was janitor. So imagine many years later when Mark Seibert comes to me and says, Ken, I'd like you to write the music for the remake of Space Quest 1, which features a janitor working for a space organization. And I thought, my life's complete. Full circle. So in the course of that, the director, Doug Herring, came to me and said, hey, we're doing an animation in the bar that features two guys that kind of look like ZZ Top, but we won't admit it.
For you Europeans, that's ZZ Top.
And Australians, right? And I hadn't really heard very many songs by ZZ Top, so I just went, okay, and I listened to their entire catalog, and I came up with a little piece, and I played it for Mark, and Mark said, well, you could do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, so I did a little bit of this and a little bit of that. We put it in the game. It kind of sounds like ZZ Top. And it was fun to make. It was really fun to make. So about 12 years ago, I had a Kickstarter campaign to recreate the music that I had done for Sierra in updated recordings and modern instruments. And just as an aside, Josh, of all the people who pledged to that Kickstarter, Roberta pledged the most. She pledged far higher than any other person, which matches exactly what Josh was talking about, how she was personally invested in the success of the people she loved. So I want to thank Roberta for that. But as part of that Kickstarter, by the way, life takes a turn when you don't expect it. I couldn't finish the Kickstarter. I started to refund all the money back to the people. I had to relocate, take a new job, get resettled in another place. And so in the course of refunding everybody who had made their pledge, I reached out to Roberta and said, hey, I'm gonna refund your money. Thank you very much for supporting me. And this is the first time I'd ever met her. And she said, no, I want you to keep it. And I said, no, I insist, and I already had pressed the refund button anyway. And she said, Ken, your music had touched so many people, and not just my music, but everybody who worked in the music staff. And it's true, because I worked recently with someone who I didn't know had played our games as a kid, and as we were getting to know each other, I'd just gotten hired. She said, well, what did you do? I said, well, I worked for Sierra, I composed music. And she said, well, which games? And I said, well, the first game I did was Colonel's Bequest. It was a lot of fun. And she started crying. And I said, what? She said, my dad and I played that game when I was a kid, and he passed away recently. And I went, whoa, now you're going to make me cry. But that's what adventure games did. People came together and played them together because they were a fun thing to do, and you could talk about the puzzles, you could talk about the characters, talk about the plot and everything. And Roberta was right. Our work did touch other people. So there's no amount of thanks that I can express in what Roberta did as a community leader, bringing people together, bringing fans and game creators together to form a community. So in the course of that Kickstarter, so I'm getting back to the story, I was going to re-record the song from the ZZ Top that I had talked about. And as an added bonus, I decided I was going to write some lyrics. Now, poor Jackie here, he has to sing all the lyrics. So if you're at home right now watching us on YouTube and Twitch, go to kenallenmusic.com, and up in the left corner, click on the hamburger button, and there's a link to the Space Questin lyrics and sheet music. Follow along if you like. Download it and play it if you like. But this is, the lyrics cover every single story of every single space quest that Roger Wilco goes through, which is why there's a lot of lyrics. But there's also audience participation in this.
Mandatory.
Mandatory.
We will check. Yeah, there will be a quiz at the end.
We've got the cameras rolling, right? In the chorus, the lyrics are Space Questin baby, Space Questin mama, Space Questin darling, Space Questin join in. So you're going to sing along with us in that. You'll get the hang of the lyrics, especially if you've heard the song from the game. So, ladies and gentlemen, Space Questin.
Roger Wilco, he's a janitor in space. He sees human classes as the stereos of me. We're stopped in the winter as an object to play. The first adventure, Roger saved up the day. The golden Papa One is our hero with a chain. The go home with a Roger in a distant paper game. The learn to find his way above the day.
Hold it.
That's not ZZ Top.
That's not ZZ Top.
That's Steely Dan.
Yeah.
It's been a long week.
There's no business like show business.
Let's try that again.
All right. At the top.
We're
That was not Steely Dan.
That was more like Copper Dan.
I'm sure we practiced that. I just can't remember.
It's a brand new song. It's fine. They don't know. Oh!
Strike that from your memory!
Don't tell. A couple years ago, I reached out to John Paul Zapsford, right over there. And I said, hey, do you want to do kind of a different version of the Aria, which I believe is called Aria to the Moon from Gabriel Knight 2? And he said, sure, because he always says sure to doing music collaborations, even if he has zero time to do it. So we went ahead. And I asked Robert Holmes, who's watching, hi, Robert. I asked him for the German lyrics because I couldn't figure out what they were because I don't speak German. And I couldn't find them anywhere online. And while he was looking for those, I laid down a track that didn't have any words. I just kind of oohed my way through it. And so we put that together, and then we sent it to Robert, and he said, you know, I kind of like it that way. So I think the lyrics would encumber it. So we left it that way. We recorded it that way. I'm about to sing that for you now, so I'm going to sing a German aria, and it doesn't have any German in it. So here we go.
Don't worry, I'm leaving the stage now.
No.
Hello. Hello. Error 47, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the culmination of months and months of work. I'd like to thank them. I'd like to thank Mark and Debbie Seibert. I'd like to thank Robert and Raleigh Holmes. I'd like to thank Ken Allen. I'd like to thank Neal Grandstaff. I'd like to thank George Sanger. And this man, Sean Parker, ladies and gentlemen. I couldn't do that again if I tried. Ooh, more anthrax. That really brings us to a close for the night. I would like to thank you all for coming out. Oh, would you like a balloon animal? What's your favorite animal? No? You sure? Because, I mean, I don't need this. Someone deserves this.
I need an adult.
Okay. Well, I'll give this away to someone in the.
Toss it into the crowd and see who catches it.
Okay. I'm game. These don't fly very well, so
I was kidding.
I'm sorry. Pitiful. Anyway, Sean put this together, and he hosted us, and he did a tremendous amount of organization. I wouldn't be here tonight without his work. We would not have this wonderful live stream. We would not have this audience. We would not have this band. Everything is due to Sean. Thank you.
But you wrote all Sierra games, right? So we really owe everything to you. Every single word of every single one, right?
No, the Coles are here. And Al Lowe, and I'm gonna say something that I said yesterday at the Sierra panel at the Expo, and so some of you, maybe a lot of you, all of you have heard this before, but I'm gonna say, when we were all at Sierra and we were working on these games, if we had had the slightest idea, I mean, back then a game had 6 months, a year lifespan. And if we had any idea that people would still be talking about and playing these games and celebrating them 30 or 35 years or more after the fact, we would have actually worked hard on them. It's true. I mean, I say it to be funny. I've done that a few times, but it's true. I mean, I was discussing this with Al Lowe yesterday, and that if we had had any idea that they were going to be this popular, we really would have worked harder. We would have probably put in fewer pop culture references that were really only interesting if you were born in I don't want to talk about that. Anyway, there's truth to it. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for coming out, and so much love being directed in Roberta's direction, and with Ames, who I left out. I should thank for also being here tonight and for telling their story to everyone. Yes, please, Ames Vaughan. So giving of his time and himself, and willing to share their emotions with us. It was really tremendous. And so thank you all for coming. Thank you to everyone on the live stream. Thank you to Error 47 and all the special guests. And hopefully, maybe we'll see you next year. Thank you. Good night.
We have one more song for you. You might recognize it.
Did you know that if you counted all 47 errors in the show, you get to win the patented Sierra No Prize?
Just be glad this isn't a drinking game. You would have been fucked.
Cut that man off.
We got this.
Fred. What? Hey, Frederick. Technical difficulties.
You seem so far away, and I just need to hear your voice. I just need to hear
say if you would have me go or stay.
I saw your face and I felt our souls embrace.
If it's not meant to be this way, why do you hold me night and day? You seem so far away, and I just need to hear your voice.
If it's not meant to be this way, why do you haunt me night and day? Girl, in the tower, I'm reaching out. Please tell me what to do. Here in the tower, I'm calling out. My heart cries out for you. Girl in the tower, reaching out. Please tell me what to do. Here in the tower, I'm calling out. My heart cries out for you. Girl in the tower, tell me what to do. Here in the tower, my heart cries out for
You seem so far away, and I just need to hear your voice. I just need to hear you say, maybe you would have me go or stay. Girl in the tower, I'm reaching out. Please tell me what to do. Girl in the tower, I'm calling out. My heart cries out for you! Thank you for enduring us. As usual, you've been a real pant load.
That's nice for your health, you know.
What's that? I heard something. All right, so that really is it. Thank you all again for coming out. And let's hear it again for everybody. George! Fred! John! Eric! John! Charles! The Aussie! Sarah! His name's Mick.
Jackie!
Neil, where's Neil? There's Neil! He's chilling.
Jackie!
What? Who?
And our sound guy, Noah. Oh my God.
And the Seiberts! And Robert Holmes and everybody who's not here. And
Yeah, live stream guy. What's his name? Dean. Dane. We were close. You didn't get Dane? You're European.
Okay, guys, take your beetle bow. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes it's hard to end an event, but we always end with the Team Fat High Five. It's a secret thing. It's like a regular high five, but you miss and you make a sound effect. Are we ready? Anything else we want to say before the Team Fat High Five?
Yeah, happy 80th birthday, Divine, and long live Roberta Vaughan.
1, 2, 3. This one's for Roberta. Woo!
Have a good night. Thank you.
See you next year.
Very accessible.